What's up, guys? If you tuned into last week's episode, you would have seen that I went against the clock with TrackLib's new app to see if I could find a sample digitally and flip a beat in less time than it took me to find a record in the real world. The record that I ended up finding was Dionne Warwick's album Dion. This came out about 9 years after her debut. Today we're going to see if we can find some gold on here the old school way. We're going from the record player here into the SP404. We're going to come out the SP into the Akai 4000D. There's no tape on this today, but I did just buy a nice new reel of 35mm. So if you want to see that in future, do let me know in the comments. I'm coming out of the Akai 4000D. We're going to get some lovely distortions from this into Ableton, where we're going to chop up our record and see what we can make. First, what we need to do is see if we can find any samples on this rather warped record. That was sick. I feel like we've got enough. Let's see what we can cook up. So now that I have a pick of my samples, I'm going to quickly go through and chop the ones that I think could be viable, and then we'll see what we can make a beat out of. So these samples running along the top are kind of my favorites of what we found. We've got a lot of piano work. And then we have some funkier ones as well. And this one, which I think I'm gravitating to most, it's really unique. It's kind of the only sample here that really separates itself from the rest for me. What we're going to do is try and find a BPM that works for this and kind of bring that tempo down until it works with the click. Cool, so like 69.60, but of course it's in 3/4. We're going to warp this and we're going to join it just to consolidate it there. Then we're going to pull it into a sampler track, set it to beats, and yeah, maybe quarter note for now, maybe half note later. And I'm torn. Should I stay just on the loop that it's got, or should I do something a little bit more exciting with it? Like, that works, right? If there's a vibe, we should just go with it. So let's mute these. Let's try and create something down here that is going to work with our kind of sample. And then we'll find our tempo after, because I'm not actually working with the click. Okay, yeah, so something like that. We'll duplicate that track just in case, freeze and flatten it. We'll see what we have here and see if there's something that we can quantize. Let's see if there's a new tempo for this. So we're going to put it back to the beginning of the track. We're going to unwarp it. And then, as we did before, just bring that tempo up until we can find something that kind of meets. I think that first part will work, and then we've got a second part later on. Quarter notes here, and we'll apply that just so these downbeats are in time. And we're going to set this to complex. Now we need to choose a BPM. This is warps now, so it doesn't matter if we change the tempo. Cool, I'm gonna do like 82. You want some sidechain? And with the electric, we can just find out what key we're in. As you know, my music theory is not great, so I'm just gonna do this by ear. F sharp. Sounds like we can use these notes. C sharp minor scale, perhaps? See if we can get something that works. We're going to come over to here, get rid of that. Splice bridge. Got a few sample choices here. Let's see what we can do. I kind of want that to be longer. It's kind of cool. Kind of like that. When it's so bright, it will feel more like stretched out. So I'm going to make it a darker sound with a lot of reverb. Kind of cool. Maybe I'll put that in the halfway bit. I think we'll loop that for a time. So Shift Command T to create a new sample instrument. We'll throw that into here, crop it and make it a sampler. And then what we can do is put it in sustain loop mode and create some kind of loop. Create a little crossfade. There you go. Just going to loop it for a second. So that sounds kind of messy, right? But we're going to freeze and flatten that. Get that to the volume that it was. We'll pull it back so it starts in the right place as well. I don't know how this is going to fit in. Okay. It's kind of nice just to throw that in there every now and then. Start by loading up some drums. I think it's really important to put, not only kicks of different velocities here, but also fade them a little bit as well, which will create a more realistic kick drum pattern. Oh, I should mention, this episode is sponsored by Drokid. I use Drokid to get all of my beats out onto streaming platforms. And when it's a quickie beat like this, and I don't have much time to mix it, I use Drokid's Mixia tool. Mixia instantly levels up your track to make it more competitively loud against other tracks on Spotify. It's a really easy, intuitive tool to use that will have you uploading your track in no time so you can get back to the more exciting stuff, making beats. Let's do just that. There's links in the description. Do kind of like this. And we might play this just a little bit ahead of the beat. So what we do is we zoom in, highlight everything, and just move it. This is a lovely, dynamic kind of hit. So we'll layer this with the snare. It'll just add a little flavor every 2 hits. Let's get a hat loop. I really like that sound. Just not overthinking these choices at all. So we'll throw that in every now and then. Maybe not that much. This should have more swing. I think everybody knows that. So I'm gonna put that in, I think, manually. And we'll just throw that here with this guy. We'll put this guy here. I guess we could have pulled him down. Maybe a little bit of sidechain compression so that it ducks with the kick. Now with this, what can we take out of it so we can put a nice bass line in here? Yeah, I think I want less of that mud. Ooh, that's nice. Put our drums in a group and maybe we can add, we'll use the BetterHelp device, which is over at the Patreon. Just to beef that up a little bit. I'm not sure about this. Let me know in the comments if I should have kept that out of the mix. All right, let's record some bass, see what comes up. Nice and swung. Then lower. Ooh. There's some bits to use in here. I'm just going to quantize that downbeat right here. Get rid of this bum note. Maybe make these quieter. Yeah. Give it a bit more noise. This analog bass chain is available at the Patreon as well. So there we have it, a quickie beat made the old school method, sampling vinyl. Let me know if you want to see videos like this in future. It's been a while since I've cooked up a beat in real time with you guys. Let me know in the comments if you want to see anything else in future. And as always, thank you so much for swinging by. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if it's your thing, and I'll see you next time.